Welcome back to another episode of the K-Dog&Fish Show. I am Fish.
K-Dog.
How are tariffs going to impact the collectible community?
They're gonna screw ya.
As of today, there are going to be new tariffs on countries like China and Vietnam. There was a statement here about the collectible community that I want to talk about, and then we'll get into how that kind of impacts us as collectors in North America.
I think we're fine.
So,
Who likes money?
according to this article, toy prices could surge amid new tariffs on China and Vietnam, because, of course, that's where most toys and collectibles are made.
Yeah, that Nebraska toy market just dried up.
They had all the it's like Flint, Michigan. But
It was
Nebraska.
crazy. It was literally, it was like a Toys R Us factories just everywhere you go.
Nebraska.
It was amazing.
They
and
built
then
them
it all
on the
dried
island
up.
with the penguins.
Yeah.
Cornhusker toys.
Don't get me started on those penguins. You don't trust those penguins, man.
Toy prices could rise by as much as 50%, which is just a smidge of an increase.
That's
right?
basic inflation.
Just a little bit.
That's inflation.
So 50% with the new tariff imports from China and Vietnam. The government recently introduced 10% baseline tariff on most imports, significantly higher rates imposed on certain countries. China now faces a total tariff of 54% on its exports.
That's above, and he's putting another 50% on top of that.
On top of that.
So we're at a nice whopping 104%.
104.
Yeah, 104.
Oh, yes, the retaliatory
The
tariff.
retaliatory tariff to their retaliatory tariff. So you tariff, we tariff. You tariff, we tariff. It's like a Mortal Kombat.
While Vietnam is subject to a 46% tariff.
Yeah. We're cutting them some slack because we like Vietnam.
They've had a few rough years.
They had some rough years.
Back in the 60s.
They had a couple things that happened, but they're doing it right now. We like Vietnam, That's where Subway gets their tuna from.
Right? Funko, who's
I'm always circling back to crapping on Subway,
always
right?
comes back to Subway.
Yeah, man. I'm just waiting to get sued by those guys.
Although, by the way, side note, every single person that watched that show thought we should go on the road and raid Subway sandwiches. Or submarine sandwiches.
Subway can come looking for me anytime they want. You guys had another bit of a marketing fiasco that we're not going to mention. So if you want to come after me for the tuna, maybe you should still kind of clean up that mess.
That was a good call.
You know what I'm talking about. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge,
Funko, whose manufacturing is heavily tied to China and Vietnam, saw its stock plunge 18% at the time of this report. Mattel Toys shares recently dropped more than 16.5%, and Hasbro fell over 12%. So it's not just Funko that we're talking about here. We're talking all of the collectible community. No collectibles, as far as I know, are manufactured in North America. So this could increasing the price by maybe 50% to deal with the tariffs is how is this at any point going to help the collectible market? Like, collectors are going to say, no, I can't afford a 50% increase. Like, take the fact that Funko's launching a brand new Project Fred. It takes a while. The EQL is open now. They actually made the first smart decision they've ever done with Project Fred.
Yeah.
And that's just Freddy Funko as Project Fred.
Okay.
But it's $295 USD. So
now.
Yeah. So can you imagine? Like, seriously, it's going to be what, $450 with a 50% increase, roughly?
Yeah, it's not going to go well.
Right? Like, where the one thing is that the companies are just going to pass on the tariff costs to the collectors and the toy collectors or anybody that's being tariffed. So this is just, the impact is massive.
Time to get out.
It's scary to think that costs could go up to consumers by 50%.
Yeah, this is not great. So it's not looking great. That's not ideal.
Imagine a $3,000 sideshow statue.
Yeah.
Now $5,000.
Exactly. Yeah. Well, that's kind of like
$4,500.
Yeah.
Well, and Jordans, right?
Yeah.
Jordans are going to go up. They're say between $75 to $125.
Yeah.
You know, all Nike's going up.
Lego.
Lego's already, pricey as balls. Yeah, I mean, and then there's no clarification on anything right now. So it's like, even when Funko does come to North America, does it go to United States first and then get shipped to Canada, or does it arrive in Vancouver and then come here? Either way, if it arrives in Vancouver, then arguably will there be no tariffs? If it arrives in Everett, Washington, will there be tariffs when it crosses the border? Do we have quota? We haven't gone there yet. There's still just a couple tariffs here and there because all we do is send fentanyl to the United States. So it's like now there's tariffs there, and it's like
That's
nobody.
what Canada does.
That's all we do. It's just that's our main exporter.
Main export's fentanyl.
Yeah, all we do is fentanyl. It's all the plants are everywhere. Everywhere you go, it's just like fentanyl plants. Number one job for Canada. So it's like, where are they going to be tariffed? But even if they don't get tariff, Funko's still going to want some money. So they're going to be like, we're going to raise the price either way.
Yeah, they're going to raise the price.
But here's the other problem that Funko's going to have. Nothing against Funko. But here's the other thing, is when these tariffs do go into place, which nobody knows if they are, they're not, we're going to negotiate, we're not going to negotiate, we're negotiating, we're not negotiating, they're here, they're gone, who knows? But either way, when Funko does arrive at the, shipping, whatever you want to call that, what do you call it, port? What's the word, a port?
Yeah,
a port? A shipping port, they got to pay the tariffs.
Yeah.
Like, again, people, that's something that people don't talk about.
When it arrives.
China's not paying those tariffs. Funko has to pay those tariffs in order to release those goods. It goes right into there's a whole tariff, whatever there's Treasury Board, whatever crap it is, I don't know. But they got to pay those tariffs. So they got to have that cash, right?
Yeah.
You got to have all that cash to pay that right then. And Funko's not great at managing their cash.
No, we got another show coming up.
Like, they're like Nicolas Cage, mid-90s. Okay? Guy had every
bones.
place he filmed a movie, he bought a house.
Yeah.
And kept it. So, like, at the end of the day, it's like, I think some of these businesses are going to feel a cash crunch because they're going to have to get it. They're going to have to pay the tariffs. They're going to have to bring it in. Then they got to distribute the product. And then they got to have to raise their prices and hope people have the cash to buy it. It's a recipe for disaster.
It's especially at that much. You take a 50% increase. We already knew that through the Canadian distributor that the Funko prices are going up this summer.
Yeah, 32% on July 1st. We're just going to divulge everything now because who cares?
By the way,
let's burn it to the ground.
That had nothing to do with tariffs.
Oh, yeah, that's 32%.
That was before. We learned that was well before.
That's bye-bye. Yeah.
So
now it's going to be 52%.
I'm worried that it'll be 50% on top of that. So that's just going to be
it'll be fine.
There is, we can tell you guys on not just this distributor but a lot of distributor websites, it's saying just be aware the prices could change due to the tariffs. Actually,
no, the prices not could, it's the prices will.
Nintendo released a statement this week that said that their current prices had nothing to do with the tariffs, so those prices could change. And this all culminates with the announcement of the Nintendo Switch 2, and which was already expensive.
Yeah, the backlash was pretty high.
So what's the USD price on it? $495?
$450 base, and then $499 with Mario Kart.
Got with the game Mario Kart World.
Yeah. But people were complaining about the US pricing. What about Australia and Canada? Because our dollar is horrendous, so it's going to cost $130 to get Mario Kart World.
Yeah,
so $90 in the States is horrible for us.
And the system will be like,
but that's without tariffs, so it'll be like $100 USD Mario game.
Yeah. So on top of that news, then Nintendo had already announced the release date was June 5th, but the pre-orders were going to be available this week, right?
Yeah, the 9th.
The 9th, April 9th. Those have been canceled. Originally just US. Now, as of today, USA and Canada will not be getting the pre-orders available for the Nintendo Switch 2 because of the tariffs.
Yeah.
So that all of this could be.
Could you see a delay in release for the Switch?
Absolutely, and a price increase.
Yeah.
And the price is already people are already
complaining.
saying,
Yeah.
Price was already high.
The problem is it doesn't. I know what wants to be accomplished sounds great on paper, or to say it out loud. Actually, on paper it makes no sense, but to say it out loud, it's fine, right?
In a certain way,
when you actually put it on paper, you're like, oh, this is not going to work.
Doesn't make any sense.
But like you can't bring the manufacturing back from what even the infrastructure and everything that is in China and Vietnam and all those places, and the lower minimum wage and everything else. You can't do it. It's impossible. You can want to do it. You can want a lot of things. I got a buddy. Okay.
Works at Subway?
I don't want to say his name. He watches the channel a lot. Hey, Rick. But anyways, you're probably watching this. He found out 6 years ago on Christmas morning that his wife was sleeping with his brother.
Okay. This is Rick. Okay.
Now, nothing against Rick. He doesn't like this public. That's fine.
Sorry, Rick.
You know what Rick really wants? He wants Christmas back.
Okay. And he'll never get that
He'll
back
never get Christmas back.
because his wife cheated on him.
Because his wife cheated on him and told him Christmas morning. And the way she told him was she gave him a sweater, and pinned to it was a note.
Yeah.
And the note was, your brother satisfies me more than you.
Yeah, that's a sad Christmas.
You can't get Christmas back after that. You can't put Christmas back in the toothpaste can't go back in the tube. That's collectible manufacturing to a T.
Because it's not done here.
You can't do it here.
You actually had a great, this is off camera, but you had a great.
Sorry, Rick.
Sorry about that, Rick.
You're fine.
You'll find love.
You'll find love eventually. You haven't yet, but you will eventually.
You had a great example outside of collectibles, and that was in tech with what's going on with Apple right now.
Yeah, their stock's down 19%, which, by the way, that's a lot.
That's a lot.
That's a lot of stock. Gone. Bye-bye. Yeah.
And they are, like, the whole talk was that they were going to move some manufacturing to the States.
Yeah.
But they're not going to.
They're going to move to India.
That's what you heard, right?
Yeah, because it's lower tariffs, you know?
Yeah.
But it doesn't matter. Tariffs are still tariffs. So you're going to move to India. It still means iPhones, MacBooks, like stupid Apple Watches, which they have to get rid of anyways. You really need to get you got to answer your stupid phone on your wrist. Like, get rid of those stupid things, okay? Like, seriously.
Stupid smartwatch.
Like, why do you got to listen? Oh, how you do? Oh, yeah. What is this? Blade Runner? Like, honestly,
Get smart.
Yeah, like, we don't need this. Like, seriously. But yeah, it's
Blade
still going to
Runner.
go up either way. Everything's going to go up, whether you're making it India or China, whatever. I know for sure, even though someone is saying that there is a massive investment in the United States, that they're not producing. That company is not producing in the United States.
Well, if they did, how much would an iPhone cost?
$3,000. And I can tell you, Verizon ain't giving you a deal. Seriously. Like, I don't know.
You know that free iPhone promotion that we had last Christmas?
Yeah.
Gone.
Here's the promotion. We're going to give you a bag.
That promotion left quicker than Rick's wife.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Call up Rick. Let him know. Ask him how it turned out for him. You know? Seriously.
I think that this is obviously clearly impacting the collectible community. The fact that it could increase costs to consumer by 50%, and all the collectible companies' stocks are in the toilet, it just doesn't make a lot of sense.
It can't happen because the collectible community can't absorb it. Honestly, we can't absorb even the 32% increase that we're going to get hit within July 1st.
Yeah.
We're still like, no, that's too much.
It's too much.
Too much. That's all there is to
will
it.
People, and we've done a show about that before, would people pay that much for a common when it comes to Funko? But this tariff thing is also going to impact just all collectibles outside of Funko.
Yeah.
Even the new Thrill Joys that we love, the new 4-inch picks, those are all made overseas.
They're not $20 anymore.
They're not going to be 20 USD.
No.
You know, it's
They're
just
$30.
It's scary that a 50% increase in all collectibles to consumers just sounds horrible.
Yeah.
That doesn't sound like there's any way.
It's not great.
That's not good.
It's not ideal.
I'm retiring from collecting. I'm going to go live in a cave.
Yeah. Well, Funko, I mean, you guys, you could.
They make great decisions.
You guys are, you got biddies.
You got the biddies.
You got the biddies.
Biddy cities. I'm going to build my own city and go live in it.
Yeah, the biddies couldn't cost that much to make, right? So now they're going to be way more. You know, I got an idea. Here's it. I got one word for Funko.
Okay.
If you want to save production. And again, I'm going to throw this out. This is a free bonus. It's a free financial economic advice to Funko because you're welcome. I usually charge for this, by the way.
Yeah.
Okay? Multiple seminars, 3 times a year.
Getting this on the house.
You want to make this work? I got one word for you.
Okay.
The Amish.
Okay.
They work hard.
Yeah.
You know, they don't complain. Mm-hmm. Move all your production and have it made by the Amish.
Okay. All right. So there'd be no technology involved.
You got no tariffs. You got full distribution within the United States.
Yeah.
You know, we got a great
Right,
Amish
horse and
community.
buggy.
They're great. We've all seen Sex Drive.
Great
Right?
movie.
They fixed that car in no time.
Yeah.
You know? So
That's true.
I think this is the way to go.
Very handy.
I think this is the way to go.
Build barns.
They could build barns
You
and
can build
everything.
Funko.
They could. I think this is the way to go.
Although there might be some computer and tech stuff involved in it, actually.
Oh no!
It'll go back to limited piece counts.
Don't sell. Don't sell.
Very
the-
limited.
Don't sell the
And
Amish
they're all
short.
handcrafted out of
Telling
wood.
you. Now Apple might steal this idea before you, so you better get on it pretty quick.
I
So,
don't think the Amish are making Apple products.
well, I'm telling you right now, it's an opportunity. You know,
It's just a wood block.
I don't know what other options you have. Okay, seriously. Like, yeah.
Anyway, we really wanted to chat about this. There's just
I'm gonna get a lot of Amish hate mail.
You know, they won't even see this show.
Yeah.
The show only is available on YouTube.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
So-
Yeah, sorry.
They won't even know.
Yeah.
You're good. You can say whatever you want about the Amish.
Oh, they're fine. I like the Amish.
We did really want to talk about this. I think it impacts. This is not a political show. This is about the impact to collectors, because we're all collectors. This kind of a price increase is crazy, and it's not just Funko. It's all toys. We talked about Mattel's stock going down, Hasbro, Funko's a part of that. Anything you might be into collecting is basically done overseas, and the costs are going to go way up, and we really want to chat about that with you guys.
Yeah.
We want to know what you think as well. What do you think? Are you still going to collect what you love to collect at a possible 50% increase? Do you invest in the collectible market? We want to hear from you guys on all of this. Please let us know how you feel in the comments. Don't forget to join our YouTube members for early access to videos, exclusive content, live shows, and more. Till next time, I'm Fish.
K-Dog.
We'll see you again soon.
See you tomorrow night at Bowling, Rick.
See you, Rick. Sorry about your wife.